Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois, as TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, brings you high school volleyball. Excuse me, I want to apologize in advance, folks. I do have a bit of an allergy thing going on. It started combining some corn beside my house yesterday, and it's been downhill ever since then. But at any rate, Southeastern hosting the Illini West Chargers. The Illini West Chargers ranked second in their subsectional rankings. Some people questioned that because they were beat by the 4th and 5th team in said subsectional rankings. Those two teams will play Thursday night here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Monmouth Roseville, the 4th-ranked team, and Macomb, the 5th-ranked team, will face off at the Macomb High School gym, not at Washington Street Gym. They'll be at the Macomb High School Thursday night. You'll be able to watch that here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. But tonight we're here for two of the best teams in the, really I'd say probably the Midwest. These teams have been at the top of every tournament they've been in. They haven't won every one of them, but they've been near the top. 1A Southeastern and 2A Illini West. It is senior night here in the high school of Southeastern High School in Augusta. So we'll tell you the three seniors. We did show them at the end of the JV match video, so you'll be able to watch that. We did turn it down because they played music, and every time they do that, we get copyright claims and all kinds of stuff, and you don't get to hear it anyway, so we just showed it. We'll talk to you a little bit about them now. Zoe Griswold, nice little sheet they made up here, and we'll read what they had to say. Zoe, you are a remarkable person, one of the nicest kids that I have ever coached. Thank you for your outstanding effort each and every night. No one works harder than you do to improve as a player. I'll never forget that about you. I do forgive you for loving softball more than you do volleyball. Heck, I'm not sure that I don't love softball more also. I know that your dreams of playing college softball will become a reality. You have so much to be proud of. I wish you all the best, Coach Kerr. Coach Kerr had this to say about Abigail Schaefer. You've worn the Lady Suns volleyball jersey as well as anyone, ever. Your desire to succeed and your competitive spirit are second to none. You surely lead the world with the most concussions while diving after balls that were literally impossible for any human to get. I think that's a good thing, right? Your love of volleyball and your team will not be replaceable when you take off your number 4 jersey for the last time. For that simple fact, I must thank you. I can't wait to see where you decide to play at the next level. I selfishly hope it's somewhere within a reasonable driving distance because I can't stand the thought of not watching you play anymore, Coach Kerr. And Riley Van Fleet. Riley, I know that you have had to sacrifice quite a lot to play the game that you love. I'm so thankful that you were willing to do that, and I'm thrilled that it has worked out for you. You really have had a great senior season. I'm even more proud of what you are doing off the court. Your future is so incredibly bright. I cannot wait to see how your life takes off when you leave Southeastern. Good luck with everything. You will be missed, Coach Kerr. So that's what Coach Kerr had to say about his 3 seniors on a nice little sheet that they have at the front of the lineups tonight. Now, I will point out that some coaches talk about their seniors and some coaches don't say a whole lot. Coach Kerr would probably talk in front of everybody, but Coach Kerr would probably start crying. He's that emotional. He loves his kids, he loves his players, and he loves Southeastern. And so very cool to see that in writing for the Suns here tonight as we're a minute and 20 away from going full tilt here, as this volleyball game, folks, is sure to be a great one. It went 3 in a matchup during the, actually it was the final match of the Lady Suns Classic to start the season, or essentially start the season. I think some of the teams came in with 1 match under their belt. And so the Suns and the Chargers played to a 3-set do or die at the end of that third set, 25-23, I believe it was, 26-24. John Burton was lucky enough to call that one. That's okay. I got it. Mallory is sitting here beside me, and I just saved her and Graydon's life from a ball that was it went awry during the warm-up line. It's okay. I got your back. Yep. Anyway, a great match. I watched it actually from a racetrack. I didn't get to call that game. I was at races. John Burton did a fantastic job, and it should be another fun one here tonight. Jason Arthur says he's in the house live. Let's go, Gracie and the Sons. Jason is Gracie's dad, of course. Jason, I've known Jason since high school. When he went to Colchester High School, I went to BPC, and we were in FFA, did a lot of things together through the years in FFA. As we get ready to go for the national anthem now, Tegan Rigg has had a tendency to sing the national anthem. And judging by where she's standing, she may do it again. See, she's asking for a microphone, so we'll keep it here for the national anthem.
We have a special presentation on Tuesday, October 10th, in the match on the road against Cape Point Central. Abigail Schaefer registered her 1,000th varsity set assist. As a varsity starter over the past 3 years, Abigail has helped the Lady Suns to a 99-15 record. The fact that Abigail reached 1,000 assists is a testament to her talent and ability as a setter. The fact that Abigail didn't reach 2,000 assists is a testament to her overall ability as a volleyball player. No player in recent history has been more versatile and complete player as Abigail. She has literally played every position on the floor over the course of the last 3 years. She's been the ultimate Swiss Army knife on the floor for Coach Kerr and the Lady Suns, as she has been asked to set, hit, block, play defense, and anything else that needed to be done in high school court. Congratulations to Abigail on this outstanding
1,000 career set assists for Abigail Schaefer. We saw the 1,000 kills for Amanda Stevens earlier in the season. Speaking of Amanda, she is not dressed tonight. And Tegan Rigg is going to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now the head junior high and high school baseball coach and athletic director Kyle Rigg will do the starting lineups.
Tonight's varsity contest between the Visitor Illini West Lady Chargers and your home team, your Southeastern Lady Suns. Let's be the lineup for the Visitor Lady Chargers. Number 10, Allison Hunter. Number 16, Allie Lord. Number 11, Joseph Brown. Number 9, Albert Berry. Number 7, Greg Green.
So there is the starting lineups. We'll go over them real quick with you as well here for this one. It should be a good one. Be a little different without Amanda Stevens in the lineup. She did not play this past weekend either at a tournament. I believe it was the Waverly tournament they went to this past weekend. She didn't play there as well. You are going to see, folks, the things that Abigail Schaefer is able to do. She is a legit player that maybe has been overshadowed a bit by Amanda Stevens, but when she gets a chance to do some things, she can really do them. At right front will be Allison Hunter, number 10, a senior for the Chargers. At middle front, Madeline Boyer, a junior, wears number 16. At left front or right front will be Josie Bryan, a senior, number 11. Right back will be Audra Carroll, number 9, a junior. Middle back will be Reagan Reed, a number 7. She's a junior. Right back or left back will be Corn Robinson, a sophomore, number 13, a defensive specialist. And a libero will be Kaylin Farrell. For the Suns, at left back will be Zoe Griswold. At left front will be Savannah Ramsey. No, excuse me. Left front will be Kara Stevens. Middle front will be Savannah Ramsey. Right front will be Kenzie Griswold as Zoe Griswold starts things off. Riley Van Fleet, middle back. Gracie Arthur's in for her. And Josie Bryan starts things off with a kill for the Chargers. And back to serve is Artman. So there'll be a free ball sent across by Ramsey. Boyer, back middle to Boyer, and off of a one-arm dig attempt. And Madeline Boyer gets her first kill of the night. It's 2-0 Chargers here early in this one. Artman gets her first service point. Kennedy Artman is a freshman. Blocked, put up. Sent across by Ramsey. Ramsey's at the right side here. And Josie Bryan, her second kill. And it's 3-0. Artman gets her second service point. 3-0 Chargers here early in this one, set number 1. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Artman back to serve again. Middle it goes. Griswold of the Kinsey variety. Now back row attack by Schaefer. Bryan again. Schaefer sets far side to Kenzie Griswold. Into the net. I don't think that ever got over technically, but they're going to call it a block by Audra Carroll and Boyer. Boyer has a kill and a block now. Carroll has her first kill. 3 straight service points for Artman, but that time Kara Stevens, the freshman for the Suns, ends it. She gets her first kill, and she comes back to serve now with her team down 4-1. And it falls on the Suns side, a side out. 5-1, and Madeline Boyer, 6'2", I believe, what they had her listed at. Madeline Boyer, the junior, middle hitter and setter, folks. That's right, middle hitter and setter. She'll be setting this rotation, I would imagine. Bryan on a set from Reagan Reed, and Josie Bryan gets her third kill. Boyer gets her first service point. It's 6-1, and this game looks a whole lot different without Amanda Stevens in here for the Suns. From the back row, that was Boyer. Now Kenzie Griswold's going to drive it home. Farrell's there for the dig. Outside it comes to Josie Bryan again. And Kara Stevens put a hand up to defend herself, but couldn't do anything with it. It's a kill for Josie Bryan. She's already got 4, and it's 7-1 Chargers. Zoe Griswold, an ace for Boyer. It's the first ace of the match. It's 8-1 Illini West. Schaefer came to get that one. Stevens sets to Griswold. Dug up by Farrell. Back set by Robinson. And a passing error results in another point and a timeout by Coach Kerr. Madeline Boyer gets her 4th straight service point. It's 9-1. Chargers with the lead. This game being brought to you tonight by Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. And Adams Experts, looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. And Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit them at www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. And as we inventory a few more things here, that's another point and another ace for Madeline Boyer off of Kinsey Griswold. Boyer back to serve again, and her team leads 10-1. Griswold gets that one. Schaefer tracks it down. Riley Van Fleet's going to hit it across. Reagan Reed. Robinson out to Josie Bryan, and Josie Bryan gets her 5th kill. And it's 11-1. Madeline Boyer serving it up again. Stevens, Schaefer hits it across. Taking a little off sometimes helps. Abigail Schaefer gets her 1st kill. And back to serve is Savannah Ramsey. Her team down 11-2. Reagan Reed drives it off the block of Van Fleet and Griswold, and it's a blocking error. A kill for Reagan Reed. That's her 1st. And Josie Bryan back to serve now. Whew. That could have very well been called illegal. It was hit across by Griswold. Bryan sets to Reed, dug up by Griswold. It's an overpass. Reed hits that one. It's dug up, but nothing's going to do as it falls. Riley Van Fleet went diving in, got a hand on it. Couldn't do anything with it, though. Bryan gets the service point. Reagan Reed gets another kill, her 2nd. And an ace. It's 14-2. Josie Bryan is doing it all right now. She's got 2 service points, including an ace, 5 kills, and her first time through the rotation on the front row. Bryan's serve is dug up by Ramsey. Out to Schaefer. And there you can see that Abigail Schaefer can flat kill the ball when she gets the opportunity, and she did it there. She gets her 2nd kill. And back to serve is Kinsey Griswold. 14-3. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Reagan Reed brings that cross court, drops it in for a kill. Her 3rd. And the libero, Kaylin Farrell, going back to serve for the Chargers. Farrell, a senior, wears number 3. Schaefer to Ramsey, tipped down. Dug up by Housewright, I believe that is over there. It is. It's pushed across. Kara Stevens came to get it. Griswold threw it back in, and Gracie Arthur just got smashed by Kara Stevens on the bench, but it all went for naught. It's 16-3. Farrell gets another service point. Riley Van Fleet dug up by Carroll back there, I believe. We'll see what the number is. That was Housewright. Going to be a free ball by Schaefer. Farrell is there. Back set, Reed. Dug up by Savannah Ramsey. Tracked down by Kara Stevens. Pushed across by Zoe Griswold. Back set. On the attack. knocked down by Hunter. Allison Hunter. Dug up by Farrell, and nobody could get to it. Side out. Gracie Arthur comes in to serve with her team down by 12, 16-4. Arthur serve. Dad Jason in the house watching. Outside. Hunter. Schaefer middle to Stevens. Dug by Farrell. Josie Bryan hits it, or sets it to Houseright. Out to Zoe Griswold. Dug back there in the back row by, and then a hitting error. Oh, nope, it's a blocking error and a kill for Reagan Reed. Side out for the Chargers. 4 kills for Reed for her first attempt through the front row, and she'll go back to serve now with her team up by 13, 17-4. Stevens pushed across by Griswold. Boyer's there. Quick to Boyer. It's blocked. Never got over the net. A hitting error for Madeline Boyer, and a point for the Suns. 17-5. Abigail Schaefer back to serve now. Jump serve goes off of Farrell. Reed sets to Bryan. Off of Gracie Arthur. Josie Bryan gets the kill. Her 6th, and that one was from the back row. She'll come to the front row now. Back to serve is number 13, Corin Robinson. Kinsey Griswold. Stevens tips it across. Robinson, middle to Boyer, tips it across. And she took a lot off that one, but Madeline Boyer gets her 2nd kill. Robinson gets her first service point. It's 19-5. Griswold. Stevens from Schaefer. Farrell with a dig, but nobody can do anything with it. Stevens is going to get her 2nd kill. And a side out for the Suns. Zoe Griswold coming back to serve. We have made it through the first complete rotation now. Bryan blocked by Savannah Ramsey. Boyer hits it across. Griswold's there for the dig. Back out to Griswold from Schaefer. Blocked down by Madeline Boyer. Madeline Boyer gets her 2nd block. Coming in to serve, or coming in to play defense, number 21, Tegan Rigg, replacing Zoe Griswold. 20-6. Audra Carroll checks in, and Artman goes back to serve. Kate DeSoto in the back row as well for the Chargers. Schaefer. Savannah Ramsey. Kinsey Griswold. Dug by Artman. Middle to Boyer. Boyer's out. That was just barely out down the line, right in front of us, though, as she came. A great cross-court look, but just a little out, and Kara Stevens will come back to serve now, 20-7. Boyer's going to get it from the right side. It's dug by Stevens. Middle to Riley Van Fleet, and she hits it out. Dueling hitting errors by a couple players playing the middle, and it's 21-7. Chargers with the lead. Boyer back to serve. She served 6 straight in her first time through the rotation. At the service line, here's another one. Griswold. Van Fleet's there from the back row. It's Schaefer, dug by Boyer, and it's going to come out to Bryan, and Josie Bryan from 5 feet outside the pole brings it all the way across court and gets the kill. That's her 7th. 22-7. Boyer serves it up again. Schaefer. That's going to be Griswold. Farrell. Bumped up by Robinson. Josie Bryan again drives one home. Josie Bryan, 8 kills now here in set number 1. Madeline Boyer has served 2 of them now. She's up to 8 service points. Griswold Stevens to Schaefer, and Boyer can't control that one. Schaefer's going to get another kill and a side out. Abigail Schaefer has 3 kills. Savannah Ramsey back to serve now for the Suns. Farrell. Boyer with her time at the, and then a blocking error by Abigail Schaefer, driven off by Josie Bryan and out of bounds. Make it 9. And Josie Bryan back to serve now. She served 2 straight earlier, including an ace. It's set point here in set number 1 for the Chargers. Hard low serve. Ramsey is there. Bump set. Schaefer pushes it across. Farrell. Audra Carroll there, I do believe. Back row, Josie Bryan. And Kinsey Griswold gets the block. First block for the Suns, but they have to roll off 15 straight on the hands of number 15, Kinsey Griswold, if they don't want to drop set number 1. Reagan Reed drives it home off of Schaefer, and that's how set number 1 ends. Reagan Reed gets her 5th kill, and set number 1 goes 25-9 to the Illini West Chargers. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School. As you can see, 25-9, a set 1 win for the Chargers of Illini West. 9 kills for Josie Bryan. 2 points and an ace included in that. Madeline Boyer, 2 kills, 2 blocks, 2 aces, and 8 service points for the Chargers. Not a single service point. Actually, Kinsey Griswold, I think I missed 1 service point, actually. Corin Robinson back to serve as we get ready to start set number 2. Abigail Schaefer from the back row. Robinson digs that. Blocked down by Boyer, punched across and brought back. And Josie Bryan gets into the net. A side out for the Suns, and Kara Stevens back to serve with her team up 1-0 here in set number 2. Robinson out to Bryan. Stevens dug up by Schaefer, bumped across by Stevens. Josie Bryan back to her again. She's going to tip that one. Schaefer goes to get it. Kinsey Griswold battles at the net. Boyer sends it up. Tip back and down for Josie Bryan. Give her 10. And Artman going back to serve. Kennedy Artman, the freshman, wears number 2, defensive specialist and a setter. Rigg of the Tegan variety. And that's going to be Kinsey Griswold with a kill. Savannah Ramsey back to serve it up now with her team up 2-1 here early in set number 2. Reagan Reed back set. Boyer drives it down off the arms of Stevens, and an illegal hit called for Savannah Ramsey. Let that one get into her a little bit. Boyer goes back to serve. As I said, Boyer 8 service points, including 2 aces in the first set. This is just about where we were at that point. I think it was 1-1 though. Schaefer gets the kill, her 4th. And a side out. Kinsey Griswold back to serve now with her team up 3-2. Farrell, Boyer, Bryan down the line and in. Josie Bryan gets the kill. Oh, they said it was out, excuse me. Griswold gets the service point. Farrell from the back row, the libero with an attack. Schaefer's going to tip that one across, playing a little middle here tonight. Bryan follows through into the net. A net violation. It's 5-2. Suns lead here in set number 2. Farrell let that one eat her up a little bit. Boyer goes to get it. Bryan blocks. Dipped across and down. That was actually Reagan Reed, and it was Bryan that got the last one, excuse me. She's up to 11 kills now. And she goes back to serve on the side out. Low hard serve. Stevens with the serve receive. Back row, Kinsey Griswold. Farrell goes down to grab it. Out to Housewright. Ramsey. Schaefer blocked by Reagan Reed. Reagan Reed gets her first block. Josie Bryan gets another service point. It's her 3rd. 5-4. IW with the serve, trailing by 1. Bump set. Tegan Rigg hits it out of bounds. 5-5 on the hitting error. Bryan serve nearly got Reagan Reed in the back of the head. It was a mishit serve into the net, and it is a side out. Gracie Arthur coming in to serve with her team up by 1 again, 6-5. Boyer goes to get it. Reagan Reed, middle, driven down, or by Bryan to Reed, excuse me, and that's hit out of bounds just barely. A hitting error gives Gracie Arthur a point. 7-5. Housewright, Bryan, Reed. Reagan Reed gets another kill. Her 6th. Now, Kaylin Farrell back to serve. Farrell's serve is deep. Griswold grabs it, sends it up to Schaefer. Excuse me, Stevens with the kill. Started to say it, I promise. And back to serve is going to be Abigail Schaefer. 8-6, Suns with a 2-point lead. Bryan went down to get it. Farrell's going to send a free ball across. Schaefer quick to Stevens, tips it across. Farrell saves it. Bryan sends it across. Schaefer back sets to Savannah Ramsey. Reed, Bryan, Reed. Gracie Arthur's there. Schaefer pushes it across. Madeline Boyer goes to get it. Bryan sets middle to Reagan Reed, and she drives it in front of a diving Gracie Arthur. Side out. Reagan Reed back to serve now with her team down by 1, 8-7. House right. Bryan, Madeline Boyer tips it down. Madeline Boyer gets her third kill. Tied 8-8, and Reagan Reed gets the service point. Her first. Ace, deep right corner. Reagan Reed gets her first ace. Savannah Ramsey, dug by Reed. We bumped across. Stevens went to get it. Out to House right. Off the block. Gracie Arthur went down and got a hand on it. Couldn't do anything with it, though. House right gets her first kill. No, it's Abby White, excuse me. Abby White. I knew that. Sorry, Abby. Abby White gets the kill. Reed gets another service point. Stevens blocked by Boyer. Overpass. Stevens got a hand on that one, kept it alive, but I ain't going to do any more than that. It's 11-8. Reagan Reed gets another service point. Stevens. Schaefer back sets it across. White is there. Madeline Boyer. Tegan Reed goes down and makes a great dig. It's going to be bumped across by Schaefer. Boyer off of Stevens. Madeline Boyer gets another kill and a timeout charged to the Suns. Madeline Boyer gets her fourth kill. Reagan Reed gets her fifth straight service point, and it's 12-8. Game being brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. And Pawn Plus. Pawn Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years. Providing cash for most items of value, Pawn Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. Reed back to serve it up again. Kinsey Griswold is there. Schaefer, back row from Stevens, who's actually in the front row. Madeline Boyer tips that one across. Schaefer goes down to get it. Ramsey sets to Stevens. And Farrell saw it, waited on it, and then realized it was too short for where she was waiting. Couldn't get to it. Stevens gets the kill. And the Suns get the side out. For Kara Stevens, that's her fourth kill. Schaefer and Stevens made, and a hitting error for Madeline Boyer. Tegan Rigg gets the service point. Schaefer and Kara Stevens made the all-tournament team this past weekend. They finished third at the tournament. Dug up, pushed across. Great job of staying with it there. Back set. White's blocked by Stevens, pushed back up. Schaefer back to Stevens. Into the net, a hitting error and a side out. 13-10. Coming in to serve is Corin Robinson. Schaefer has to go get it. Ramsey, back row Schaefer. Dug by Reed. Tipped down the net, and it fell on the wrong side on the left-handed attack by Josie Bryan. A side out to the Suns, and coming in to serve or coming back to serve is Kara Stevens. Riley Van Fleet comes into the front row for the Suns. Reed went down to get it over Farrell. Josie Bryan comes cross court. Griswold's there. Schaefer back to Griswold. Dug by Bryan. Tipped across by Boyer. Savannah Ramsey sets it out to Griswold. Tipped across. Dug by Robinson. Now it's going to be Hunter. And what are we talking? I don't know what's going on here. We'll have to wait and see what they're calling here. Must have went outside the pole. I'm not real sure. They called a net violation. I'm not positive what went on there, but it's 14-11. Artman in to serve. Stevens, Griswold, Artman with the dig. Robinson back sets. Audra Carroll. Schaefer out to Savannah Ramsey. Robinson bump set. Oh, excuse me again. Artman went after that. Couldn't really do anything with it, and unfortunately, Reagan Reed was in the wrong spot. Got it right off the noggin. Side out, 14-12, and Ramsey serve. Oh, that's like a change-up pitch right there. Josie Bryan went up, swung her arm, and right before she hit it, she stopped and touched it. Another kill for Josie Bryan. She's got 12. 15-12 is the score. Chargers with the lead, just like the Fresh Soft game. Griswold with the attack. The first set was pretty much a blowout. Second set was much closer. Ended up being 25-23, but the Chargers did get the win. See what happens here. Schaefer on the attack, and she'll get the kill. Abigail Schaefer brings her team back to within 2 at 15-13. She's got 5 kills on the night. Kenzie Griswold, who has 2 service points and 1 kill and a block, back to serve now. Josie Bryan gets the kill. Side out, she'll go back to serve. She's got 13. Abby White checks back in. Bryan serve. Schaefer over to Tegan Rigg. Boyer's there. More trouble. And Farrell went all the way to the wall. Couldn't do anything with it. Tegan Rigg is going to get the kill and the side out. That's her first kill. Gracie Arthur back to serve now as Riley Van Fleet takes a seat for the Suns. Boyer, trouble with that one. It ate her up, got up on her arms, and it's an ace for Gracie Arthur. 16-15. Farrell. Boyer. No, that was Reed, excuse me, on a set by Bryan. Rigg, dug by Boyer. Bryan, a little discombobulated of the Chargers right now. Stevens on the attack, blocked by Reed. Bryan, back set. Carroll is going to have to bump it across. Free ball. Stevens back to Schaefer, down the line, going back across her body on a right-handed hitter. That was a tough attempt, but she got it to fall. It's a kill for Abigail Schaefer, her 6th, and Gracie Arthur gets her 3rd service point. We're knotted at 16. Deep and out. Service error ends that run, and it's 17-16. Ned Eckert, I was so looking forward to you being here, buddy. Good to have you watching nonetheless, but was so looking forward to seeing you. Haven't seen you all season. Maybe later in the year. Schaefer out to Stevens. Blocked, dug up, pushed across. Stevens, or Schaefer pushes it across. Middle to Reed. She goes down the line and in. Reagan Reed taking a little touch there. Gets that one to fall. She gets her 8th kill. Farrell gets the service point, her 2nd, and it's 18-16. Schaefer to Stevens, and it falls on the block by Reed. Reed gets her second block. Stevens on the attack, and she'll get the kill. Kara Stevens gets another kill. 19-17 after the kill by Stevens. That's her fifth, and Abigail Schaefer back to serve. Gonna be sent across. Arthur goes to get it. It was too close to let go. Tegan Rigg. Stevens. Quick in the middle to Reed, and it goes off of Arthur. A kill for Reagan Reed, her ninth. Now she goes back to serve. That'll bring Boyer, Hunter, and Abby White to the front row now for the Chargers. Reed, picked up by Stevens, pushed across. Boyer goes down the line and out. 20-18. Tegan Rigg coming back to serve now. Abby White on the serve receive. Reed, back row attack to Bryan. Josie Bryan gets the back row attack. That's her second back row attack for a kill. She's got 14 kills, and it's 21-18. Corin Robinson back to serve now. Savannah Ramsey. Kinsey Griswold through the block and down. Kinsey Griswold gets the kill. It's her second. Kara Stevens back to serve for the Suns, 21-19. Robinson outside. Bryan drives it home right down the middle of the floor. 22-19. Josie Bryan has 15 kills. Timeout on the floor. Charge to the Suns at 22-19. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
And welcome back to Augusta, Illinois, Southeastern High School, 22-19, set number 2. The Chargers with the lead and a chance to win it in 2 here. Artman in to serve. Tegan Rigg is there. Stevens, back row. Schaefer. Tipped down, dug up by Kinsey Griswold. Riley Van Fleet sends it across. Everybody thought they heard a whistle. Both teams kind of stopped. And deep right corner, Madeline Boyer gets the kill. Madeline Boyer gets her 5th kill. Artman gets another service point. Kennedy Artman, the freshman, has 4 of those now. It's 23-19. Schaefer, Stevens, Kinsey Griswold, dug up by Robinson. Artman a bump set. Bryan, dug by Stevens. Schaefer out to Savannah Ramsey. Dug up by Artman. Out to Josie Bryan, who gets the kill. Match point. Josie Bryan has 16 kills now. 24-19, Artman with her 5th point brings it to match point. Deep, Rigg takes it. It was too close to let go. Schaefer from the back row is dug by Artman. Punched across. Punched back across by Schaefer. Josie Bryan off the block. Stevens puts a punch up, can't get it, and fittingly enough, it ends on a 17th kill by Josie Bryan, 25-19 in set number 2. So the Chargers get a 25-9, 25-19 two-set victory over the Lady Sons of Southeastern High School here on senior night. Once again, want to wish the seniors from Southeastern a fond farewell as they've played their last home game, I do believe, here tonight. Zoe Griswold, Abigail Schaefer, and Riley Van Fleet. We'll take a break. We'll be back with some stats here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Live from Augusta, Illinois, in just a couple minutes.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School, 25-9, 25-19, two-set win for Illini West over the Suns. We have Tim Kerr, the head coach of Southeastern here, and I think everybody was looking at this as a rematch of what the Lady Suns Classic had, but you guys had a great tournament over the weekend without Kara, or without Amanda, I think, but Illini West is a pretty talented team.
Yeah, they are. They were, really good tonight, especially in the first set. They just have so many weapons, and defensively they do a good job keeping balls in play and giving themselves a chance to just be athletic and tall and long and swing really hard, and we just kind of got steamrolled in that first one. Really nothing more to say about it. I thought our effort was pretty good. You mentioned the weekend and having a good tournament and playing without Amanda, and obviously we're still getting used to that. And our rotation's still a little bit new and fresh to us. So you saw a couple of I'd like to think uncharacteristic communication errors in that first one. We let a couple balls drop. We weren't sure who was going to take the second one, that's a function of just having to recreate lineups over and over again this year, and not being able to get settled in at this time. You should be settled in and comfortable with your lineup, and obviously we're not right now. But don't take anything away from them. Those two or three balls didn't cost us the first set for sure. So just a lot of talent, a lot of ability over there. Size, and I thought that there were times in the first set where we attacked pretty well and just ran into a big block, and that's something that you got to be able to get around and deal with. And we didn't do a very good job of it. We just let them play offense the whole first set, and really kind of almost embarrassed us just because it was so one-sided. So I guess I'll let you ask the next question.
Well, it makes you seeing how set one went. Set two was much better. So you had the response from the girls was good as you move forward towards the postseason.
Yeah, no question. The second set's more what I'd hoped and what I kind of had envisioned for tonight. I told the girls afterwards, if we lose 2-0 and they're both 25-19, and they're both like the second set, we're probably pretty happy because we really kind of outmatched, outgunned right now with those guys, with who we have right now available. So really, like you said, the girls responded really well and did a good job of coming back and just having a little bit of pride. And we were right there. We were right there with them, and I think we might have been 8-8 at one point and let them get 3 or 4 in a row, and they just kind of kept that 3 or 4 point advantage. But really much happier, obviously, with the way we handled the second set and just competed and finally got some balls down against them, and we're more aggressive, and I think passed the ball better offensively and allowed us to run a little bit more offense and some of those things, and they probably relaxed a little bit as well. So that's human nature as well on their end. But just the fact that we were able to compete there in the second set and put up a good number. 19's a good number against them with the teams we have, with the team we have right now, and our biggest thing is just competing, and we won't see them anymore, obviously, and if we play as well as we did the second set next week, we're going to be happy with where we are. If we lay an egg and play like we did the first set, then we're going to go home early. So so I was thinking as I was walking up here, there's a lot of work over the last couple months, and we're 0-0, nothing to show for it. So the good thing is we're we've had a few matches with the new lineup, and we're able to have some more practices and hopefully get ready because I was. At the time the regionals came out, I was pretty comfortable and pretty confident, and I still am. But obviously, having Amanda not with us, you can't replace a Division I, hitter at this level. So we're going to have to just kind of have everybody pick up the slack a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to do that, and hopefully bigger and better things next week, and bring a regional trophy back. That's kind of our goal right now. We'd love to do that.
Any chance of getting Amanda back if you make it further into the postseason?
Nope, she's done. She had those injections in her knee last Wednesday, and she's out for 8 to 12 weeks. So she's hung it up for the year, and hopefully, obviously, for her that she can rest for a while and get back and have a good club season and just get some health, because I know she really struggled with her health in her knees, and she was in pain the whole year. So obviously it's a big loss for us, and it's very discouraging and disappointing and all those things. I felt like we had a really good chance to go deep in the postseason like we've done the last 2 years, and who knows, hopefully we can continue to do that and kind of rally around who we have. We have still some good players and are able to play the game pretty well and know how to play, and hopefully we can find some of that postseason magic and just keep playing. So like I said, if we play like we did that second set tonight, we'll go for a while for sure.
I read what you wrote to each of the players before the match tonight. I'm not going to, full disclosure, I said some coaches will talk, but you probably would have started crying if you'd have been reading this.
Yeah, I know. I did last night, and obviously that's something that's kind of special to me. I make those front page for the cover page for the program each year. I usually do it the night before, and I sit down and I start about midnight, and I write and I cry and I write some more and I cry some more, and So I've been doing better in public though. I didn't lose it today much. I don't think I did much last year either. So I'm either getting hard-hearted or something. I don't know,
or you're just getting old like me.
Or getting old. Yeah, that could be it.
You're just so used to it happening now. It's not.
Yeah, for sure. But no, those are three special kids, and you look at Abigail obviously is the senior that you look at as far as just the volleyball guru of those three, but was always a fantastic softball player, and Riley's had a really good year for us too. And she's doing some great things outside the classroom. She's working as a CNA and doing some things for her, as an almost like an adult right now. So just really pleased with all three of them, and they're really good kids, and it's nice to be able to say that I've coached them, and I know that is some good friendships and things that I'll always have for a long time.
Well, Abigail got honored for her 1,000th career assist. But this lineup, you and I have talked about how many things she can do.
Mm-hmm.
This lineup showcases almost all those things, doesn't it?
It does. It's one of those things where, when we lose Amanda, everyone thinks, oh, you lose Amanda as a hitter, and then that's obviously the case. And you also lose her as a setter. When you lose her as a setter, you lose Abigail as a defender because she's a great defender, and then you got to try to figure out how to piece things together. And I just felt like coaches and I sat down and we had kind of a traditional fix to the lineup, and it was more of Abigail set as a 5-1, and people kind of play more traditional middles and lefts and a right side, and I just wasn't happy with that. I wasn't comfortable with that. I didn't think we'd have enough offense. And, you saw tonight when Abigail had a chance to swing, she was one of our most effective hitters. And I just felt like we needed to kind of utilize that. So
I had her for 6 kills, and the hardest of the kills were hers.
Yeah, for sure. And, being able to play all those positions. I mean, she's playing defense, she's playing setter, she's playing left, she's even playing middle.
I saw her play middle for 1 or 2 rotations.
She plays middle, 1 rotation, and she does a good job. Obviously, she had her hands full tonight with the third middles, but just so smart and being able to. I'm really happy with the year that she's had. She's really stepped up and done a great job, and I know that she's kind of opened some eyes in terms of not only the area, but also she's got some colleges looking at her now, and I think she thinks she's going to be able to go to college and play for a position there too, but I'm sure they'll probably kind of narrow things down. And she's so undersized as a hitter, but she does such a great job at this level for us. And I want the ball in her hands no matter what. So
you have to think though as a college coach. I mean, you're playing 5 sets, you run out of rotations, or you run out of subs at some point. Having a player like her that at least can do all that stuff if she gets stuck in the game has got to be a bonus. Right?
Yeah, no question. I think just versatility and being able to there's a lot of times when you get in positions on the floor whether no matter what position you're playing that you're going to have to set a ball or dig a ball or hit a ball, and being able to do all those things as well as she can do at that level she can do them with is important. And I think she's the thing I wrote for her, for Coach Ray to read, is talked about her being a Swiss Army knife, and she just has all the tools and is able to do all those things at a high level. And I think I've mentioned this before, but I think her leadership has done, has grown leaps and bounds this year as well. And I think as it should as a senior, and she's been a part of some really, really good teams, and she's had some good mentors, and she's just really carried the torch and done a good job of representing herself and representing her school and her family, and just really proud of how she has handled herself, and she's really had a really good year.
Well, Tegan Rigg played quite a bit for you tonight.
Yeah, Tegan's in our normal rotation now. We got the seniors in the first set, and then Tegan's been playing left side for us, and playing some defense and doing some good job serving. So she's kind of an upstart, and it's one of those things you say. Take out Amanda Stevens and insert Tegan Rigg and see how that goes for you. But she's done a really good job. She has had a good JV season, and she knows how to play the game and really has gotten a lot better in the last year and a half or so. And she can sing the heck out of that anthem too, can't she?
That's what I was getting ready to say. Is she's so multifaceted that she's a singer too.
Yeah, the first she kind of started singing that a couple years ago. She actually. Was chosen for the IESA to sing it at the state tournament. So
we recorded that actually.
Yeah. So I remember funny, at the sectional last year at the 8th grade level, of course, Kara was out with her shoulder surgery, so we relied on taking a lot for offense. And I remember the sound system down in Virginia didn't work very good, so they couldn't get the anthem going. So I said, Tegan, you want to sing it? So she said, yeah, she'll sing it. So she sang there at the sectional before we played, and she came out and she had about the first 8 kills, about the first 8 touches. So she was pretty jacked about doing all those things. So it was nice to see her do that. And she has a good career ahead of her in volleyball, and she's a really good softball player as well. So just someone who knows how to play the game, and it's crazy to think we had 2 freshmen and sophomore out there on the floor, and just continue to build. And our JV lost tonight, but that was only their 3rd loss of the season, and they were really playing without 2 of their starters tonight. So they've had a really good year. I told them afterwards, probably one of the best years, if not the best JV season we've had for a long, long time. So it's exciting to see the cupboard's not bare, and we just have to grow a little bit and get some experience, and hopefully we can still win some games for years to come.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you hanging with us and doing these games and coming and talking to us afterwards. And I guess that's the home season's complete, right? It
is, yeah. I appreciate you guys doing that. I know my dad gets to watch and listen every night we're on, and I know my mother-in-law, she always texts me afterwards and says, great interview, and whether it was good or not, I don't know. My mother-in-law tells me it was. So
she just likes to hear you talk.
Yeah, apparently.
You're pretty lucky to have a mother-in-law that likes to hear you talk.
I am pretty lucky, yeah. So
I saw you. Was that your deer or the boys' deer?
That was my deer. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was hoping Carson would get it, but he walked in front of me first, and I was really happy.
And you weren't going to pass him up.
I wasn't going to pass him up. No, I thought that one might be. Well, he had the biggest one on the wall right now, so I had to up him. So now it's in his court to try to up me now. But no, that was a really good one. I don't know. I took it. It kind of cost a lot of money to get those put on the wall. I didn't realize it was quite as much as I thought as it was, but we decided to go ahead and do it and have a lot of fun with that. And we've talked about Carson before, so.
Well, yeah, you couldn't let Carson's be the only one up there. I mean, at this point, if yours was bigger, you had to pay. It didn't really matter what it cost, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You had to get yours up there.
That's for sure, definitely.
Well, he's got a lot of season left.
He does, and we've got some big ones out there. So hopefully he will.
Or maybe you'll get another big one. Do you have another tag? Was that a bow?
Crossbow. Yeah.
Crossbow.
Yeah. I cheated a little bit with the crossbow, but we've got more tags and more shotgun. We've got shotgun tags and stuff. That's something we really enjoy, and it's nice to get out and do that. So.
Well, we'll expect an update maybe some point during basketball season.
Absolutely, we'll definitely do that.
Well. I'm going to give some stats that I have here real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
Right.
17 kills for Josie Bryan. She, I was going to say this. Now that I bring up 17 kills, I literally laughed out loud.
Yeah.
When you threw her flower on the floor in front of her when she walked up.
That thing was slippery. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So.
I said that. Funny thing is you guys play music, so we can't really play the music in the background.
Right.
So it was silent, and they see you just toss the flower down there. I said, okay, folks, I turned the mic on, in full disclosure here, folks. He knows those players from other teams rather well, so don't think that it's an offensive kind of deal here.
I was a little. Well, sometimes sometimes I just do things.
If you didn't know she was going to get 17 kills, you'd made her pick it up herself.
I would have stepped on it for sure. But no, I mean those are that's a really good team, and we've competed against those kids for a long time. Even since junior high, and I remember Josie as a 6th grader playing, and her older sister was really good and played at Western for a year, and I know their mom and dad really well, and they're I'm happy for them that they're having the season that they are, and they got a good draw in the postseason, so they don't run into Q&D or Macomb, so hopefully they can make a nice little run for themselves. It's a tough road to hoe when they're in the 2A bracket, and I'm hoping that they do really well. But no, you're right. Those I have talked to those girls and joked with those girls around there for a lot of years.
Well, so. you about blew out a knee with some of those girls at the Suns Classic, didn't you?
I did, I did. That's for sure.
That was your last sports injury, or the most recent sports injury was with them, right?
That's the last time I've exerted any effort at all on anything, I think. So,
well, sure. I had Reagan Reed for 9 kills, couple blocks, 5 points. Madeline Boyer just she's like an unsung hero on that team, but she sets for them. She had 5 kills, 2 blocks, 8 service points, couple aces.
Yeah.
And she's only a junior, and she is
Yeah,
legit.
she's really good. She's nice and big up there for him, and she had some blocks for him, and kind of took us out of our game a little bit the first set, and she's just so under control, and she's up there, and she can look around, and she tips the ball really well, and that's one of the things that we talked about going into the match is making sure that she doesn't beat us with her tips, and she did. She had a lot, and our girls kind of got in the right spots, and then she found another spot that was open, and it's just one of those things where we've had we do the same thing to teams, so it's just difficult to defend, and when they decide to hit the ball, they're crushing the ball, and it's really puts us in a really non-advantageous position when they're able to run offense and pass the ball as well as they do, and they have so many weapons, and obviously you named 3 of them. They're really, really good. So.
Yeah, and they have some other ones that aren't bad. Kaylin Farrell's a pretty decent libero as well. But Schaefer, I had her for 6 kills. I had Stevens for 5, and we never talked about Kara much today. She's a freshman, but she's getting a lot more. Yeah. Pressure as far as it being expectations are a lot higher on her right now, right?
Yeah, I think so. She actually had a really good tournament this weekend, and she actually made the all-tournament team, and it almost feels like she's taken on a little bit of more responsibility as Amanda has not been with us. She's even in practice the first couple of nights when Amanda didn't play, you could just tell that she'd kind of turned it up a little bit, and her shoulder's feeling a lot better, I think, and she's swinging a little bit more aggressively and harder, and she's setting a couple rotations, and that's something she didn't even do even in junior high much. So her being able to talk about Swiss Army knives and multi-talented people with on the floor, and all of a sudden you go from she hasn't set since maybe 7th grade to all of a sudden now she's setting at this level, and without many reps, and she's doing a good job, and all those kills that Abigail got were coming from off the hands of Kara. So just really talented, and hopefully she'll continue to get better. And I'd love to see obviously Amanda come back next year and have Amanda healthy and have Kara with another year of experience under her belt, and just kind of reload and see what we can do.
Well, FYI, I'm glad I'm not keeping set assist stats and that kind of stuff for you guys.
I know. Dakota said afterwards, because I talked to her beforehand and told her how wonky our rotation was, and she's like, "You're right. I had no idea where anybody was at. I tried to keep track of Abigail where she was at, and I didn't know when she was setting, when she was hitting, or anything." So I guess.
There's got to be some bonus to that, right?
Mission accomplished on that as far as that goes, I think. So it's going to take
as long as the kids can remember where they're supposed to be.
And they've done a pretty good job of that, for sure, considering we haven't worked on it very long.
I would agree. Well, Coach, thanks a lot. That'll do it from Augusta, Illinois, 25-9, 25-19. Chargers get a win over the Suns. Postseason awaits here. And do you have another game? You have one more? Do you have a road game or nothing? You're done.
We're done.
You're done until the first game.
First game, yep.
Absolutely. Of regionals. So they are done. There's some tournaments this weekend, but the Suns get to practice and get this new crazy rotation all figured out.
We will do it.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Thursday night from Macomb.